The moment the concert finally ended, the members finally walked toward the backstage through the long hallway while staff rushed everywhere around them. Usually, after concert, Jungkook would joke around, tease members, or immediately collapse on the couch from exhaustion. But tonight he was different. Distracted again. The second they entered backstage, Jungkook eyes immediately searched the area automatically. The waiting chairs, the hallway corners, the staff area, nothing. Thong wasn't there. Jungkook showed his steps. His eyes searched again carefully, still nothing. The small smile on his face disappeared instantly. Meanwhile, the members noticed it immediately. Jimin looked around too. Where the pretty fan? No answer. Jungkook suddenly turned toward the nearby staff quickly. The boy from earlier. He asked it immediately. The one with the backpack, where is he? The staff blinked at for a second, trying to remember. Oh, him. Yes. Jungkook answered too fast. The members look, the staff member pointed toward the hallway. I think he left around 30 minutes ago. Silence. Jungkook froze completely. Left? Yeah, security escorted him out safely because fans had already started recognizing him. Something inside Jungkook's chest dropped instantly. 30 minutes ago, that mean Thong was already gone. Gone. And suddenly Jungkook realizes something horrible. He didn't know anything about him, not his number, not where he lived, nothing. Just pretty eyes, a soft voice, a shy smile, and the image of Taeyong carefully holding his jacket against his chest. That was all he had. Jungkook looked toward the exit hallway unconsciously, like maybe Taeyong would somewhere disappear again. But the hallway stayed empty. For the first time that night, actual panic settled in his chest. Because what if he never saw him again? Meanwhile, Namjoon's expression slowly became more serious while looking at the phone. The videos were already everywhere online. Millions of views climbing rapidly. Edits, trending hashtags, chips slowly down dramatically. Their Tug alone had gone viral across multiple platforms, and unfortunately, the internet was never kind for long. Some of comments were sweet, some were adored Tong instantly, but other not so sweet. Who even he is? Why did Jungkook treat him differently? Fans are already trying to find his identity. Poor guy. People online are scary. Namjoon frowned slightly. This could become dangerous. The member understood what he meant. Some fans would love this interaction, others would absolutely hate the attention Taeyong received from Jungkook, especially after how obvious Jungkook had been tonight. Jimin looked worried now too. Did security really let him leave alone? The staff quickly nodded. He said his driver was coming. That made the members buzz too. Jungkook suddenly looked genuinely anxious now. What if his fans followed him? He will probably be okay. Hobi tried reassuring softly, but Jungkook still looked uneasy because somehow that tonight of Taeyong dealing with angry fans alone made his stomach twist unfortunately. And the worst part, he had no way to contact him, no way to check if he go home safely, nothing. Jungkook slowly sat down on the couch back while rubbing tight feet. But more he tried to calm himself, the claw, Taeyong's face became in his mind. The nervous smile, the trembling hands, the beautiful voice, the way he softly said, meeting my favorite idol already feels enough for me. Jungkook let out a long breath before leaning his head back against the wall, and deep down one thought repeated itself over and over again. I want to see him again. 30 minutes later, the members finally finished changing and showering backstage. While the staff prepared the cars outside, the exhaustion from the concert should have knocked Jungkook's thought away. It didn't at all. Warm water ran down Jungkook's face as he stood silently under the water, one hand pressed against the tired wall. But instead of relaxing, his mind replayed Thong again and again and again. Too big, his eyes looking him nervously from under the concert lamp and saw more under his eyes, one near his cheek and a tiny mole close to his lips. Jungkook suddenly froze mid-thoughts. Why do I remember that? He stared blankly ahead for a second before rubbing water over his face aggressively. Because honestly, that was way too much detail to notice about someone he met today. Yet somehow he remembered every detail about perfectly. The shape of Taeyong's smile, the sound of his laugh, every way he held the jacket carefully against himself. Jungkook groaned quietly. This is insane. Still, A small smile unconsciously appeared on his face again. Then suddenly his phone started ringing loudly from outside the shower area, his shower. Shankar immediately turned the water off and stepped out quickly. Yeah, we are ready outside. I'm coming. He hung up fast before quickly changing his comfortable clothes and pulling a black cap over his hair. The members were already waiting near the hallway when he walked out. Jimin immediately narrowed his eyes suspiciously. Why are you walking so fast? I'm not. You literally almost ran. Jago ignored him and continued toward the VIP area while staff escorted them carefully. The hallway outside was quiet now compared to earlier shows. Most fans are already left. As Jago stepped outside through the private exit, he suddenly stopped walking because standing near the side gate under the team's streetlight was Thong alone. Jungkook's heartbeat instantly stumbled. Thong hadn't noticed him yet. He stood there nervously pacing back and front while clutching his phone tightly in his hand. Every few seconds he looked toward the road anxiously, then checked his phone again, then looked around nervously, then other hand kept beating against his chest restlessly, while his brows furrowed with worry. He looked scary and frustrated and honestly too vulnerable standing there alone. Shankar frowned immediately. The members behind him noticed Thong too and instantly became alert. He is still here? Why haven't he left? Thong suddenly sighed shakily before trying to call someone again. The call clearly didn't connect. His shoulders slowly dropped afterward, like disappointment was crushing him now. Then he rubbed his face tightly and looked around nearby empty parking area nervously again, like he genuinely didn't know what to do anymore. Then the sigh alone made something tighten painfully inside Jungkook's chest. Jungkook didn't even realize his feet were already moving toward Thong. The moment Thong noticed him approaching, he visibly started. His eyes widened immediately before nervousness resounding all over his. Thong quickly straightened up, nearly fumbling his phone in the process. Jungkook stopped in front of him, brows slightly furrowed with concern. You still didn't leave? Thong instantly started tucking the hair behind his ear, repeatedly in panic. I was about to leave, but my driver, oh gosh, he's picking my calls. He stopped midway and covered his face with both hands dramatically. Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. Jungkook blinked softly, cute again. Without thinking much, Jungkook gently reached forward and carefully held Thong's wrist, pulling his hand down from his face. Thong breathed visibly cocked, but instead of looking at Jungkook, he immediately squeezed his eyes shut in embarrassment. Jungkook almost smiled. Look at me. Thong quickly shook his head. No. Why? I'm embarrassed. Jungkook's expression softened slightly. Embarrassed about what? Thong looked at it like he regretted speaking already. Everything, he mumbled quietly. And for still being here, Jungkook frowned in concern. Why would you be embarrassed about that? Thong hesitated before speaking honestly. Doesn't it feel like I am seeking attention from you? The words came out small and nervous, and for the second, Shankar genuinely looked surprised. No, he answered it immediately. I don't feel that way. And he truly didn't, not even a little. To Shankar, Thong looked more like someone trying desperately not to be burdened. Unfortunately, the other member absolutely understood why Thong felt nervous, because the internet right now was definitely going insane over Jungkook's behavior. Thong noticed the member standing nearby and quickly pulled out his phone awkwardly. I'm serious though, he said softly while unlocking it quickly. My driver isn't really answering. He showed them the screen filled with missed calls beside the red unanswered call marks. The member immediately understood. Oh, he seriously disappeared. Thong sighed tiredly while lowering his phone again. Before he could say anything else, Shankar suddenly stepped closer, then gently held Thong's chin between his fingers and tilted his head upward. Thong froze instantly. His breath issued nervously while his eyes wide finally met Shankar's properly. The members collectively looked away dramatically. Okay, wow, very romantic. I feel single suddenly. But Shankar ignored every single comment around him. His eyes stayed fixed only on Thong. Then softly, calmly, he said, Rose, You don't have to prove anything to anyone. The second the nickname left Jungkook's mouth, Tong's entire brain stopped working. Rose. Did he just call him Rose? Tong blinked once, twice. Then his face turned red that even the members looked concerned for his blood pressure. Jungkook noticed it immediately. Why are you turning red again? Tong looked completely flustered now. You called me? He stopped halfway like repeating it would kill him. Jungkook tilted his head slightly. Rose? The nickname sounded even softer the second time. Tong physically malfunctioned. Jimin grabbed Namjoon's arm dramatically from behind. He gave him nickname. Namjoon looked exhausted already. It's been one night. Meanwhile, Tong stares at Jungkook in disbelief. Five Rose. Jungkook's fingers slowly slipping away from Tong's chin, but his gaze stayed gentle. Because you're pretty. The silence afterward that deafening. Even the members froze for a second. Then Chaos erupted instantly. He said it out loud. Oh my god, Jungkook, please control yourself. Tong looked like he might actually faint now. His hand trembled slightly while clutching his phone tighter. Nobody had ever called him pretty so casually before, and definitely not like that. Not while looking at him like he was something precious. Jungkook finally seemed to realize what he had said and awkwardly cleared his throat, then quickly changed the topic before the members murmured him publicly. I'm driving you home. Tong blinked. What? I will drop you home. No. Tong panicked instantly. You don't have to do that. I want to. That's even worse. Jungkook frowned slightly. How? Tong looked genuinely distracted now. You already did too much for me today. I gave you your jacket. You held my hand on stage. You looked scared. You took my hair behind my ear. The members immediately turned it toward Jungkook again. Jimin whispered loudly. He remembered every detail. Jungkook ignored him. Tong continued remembering nervously. And now you want to drive me home personally? Yes. Why are you saying it so easily? Because it's not difficult. Tong stares at him speechless. Meanwhile, Jungkook crossed his arms stubbornly. You are not standing outside alone at night waiting for a missing driver? I can book a cab. No. I will be fine. No. Tong blinked. Jungkook blinked back. The members watched silently like they were witnessing a married couple arguing already. Tong tried one last time, weakly. I don't want to trouble you. And unfortunately for him, Jungkook's expression softened immediately at those words. You are not troubling me, Rose. There it is again, that nickname. Tong's soul nearly lifted his body for a second time tonight. Meanwhile, Jungkook stepped slightly closer and spoke more genuinely this time. Please, just let me make sure you get home safely. And honestly, the way he said it made it impossible to refuse. The car ride started quietly. The city lights passed softly outside the tinted window of the luxury car while rain droplets slowly rolled down the glass. Inside, silence filled the space between them, not awkward exactly, just nervous. Tong sat casually near the window, still clutching Jungkook's jacket tightly against his chest, like it was something precious. The fingers kept fidgeting with his lace unconsciously. Meanwhile, Jungkook sat beside him, trying very hard not to act normal, very hard. Unfortunately, his brain refused to cooperate before Tong looked unfairly pretty, even doing nothing, and the mellow straight light occasionally illuminated his soft feature through the car window. His nose, his lips, the tiny mole near them caught. Jungkook immediately looked away before he started to obvious again. The driver quietly focused on the road and leaving the back seat strangely private. Since the other member had already left in the separate cars, it was just two of them now, and somehow that made Jungkook more nervous than performing in front of the 7,000 people. He wanted Tong's number badly, but asking directly suddenly felt terrifying. What if Tong thought he was weird? Too fast? Too much? Jungkook glanced sideways again. Tong was still hugging the jacket carefully while staring outside shyly. Cute, dangerously cute. Jungkook took a deep breath silently. Then finally, he gathered enough courage, slowly pulling out his phone. He unlocked it and awkwardly held it toward Tong. But instead of looking at him, Jungkook immediately turned his face toward the opposite window, his legs bouncing slightly from nervous anticipation. Taeyong blinked in confusion. He looked at the phone, then at Jungkook, then back at the phone again. Tae said softly, "Sorry, I didn't understand." Jungkook swallowed, still refusing to look directly at him. "Your number?" he murmured quietly. Taeyong froze instantly, his eyes widened slightly. John Jungkook, a global idol, a superstar, was asking for his number? Taeyong's heartbeat went wild immediately. He became shy. He genuinely forgot how to speak for a second. Meanwhile, Jungkook misunderstood the silence instantly. His expression faded slightly. "It's okay if you don't want to." The second Taeyong saw Jungkook slowly starting to pull the phone back, his own expression changed immediately. "No." Jungkook blinked in surprise. Taeyong quickly grabbed the phone before Jungkook could even move it away completely. Then suddenly, action shocked Jungkook so much his mouth literally pressed slightly. "Cute again." Taeyong lowered his gaze shyly while quickly typing his number into the contact screen. His fingers trembled a little. Then quietly he handed the phone back, and the moment their hand brushed, both of them froze again. Taeyong immediately pulled his hand away quickly, like he touched fire. His ears turned a bright red while he nervously tucked his hair behind his ear. Meanwhile, Jungkook stared down at his own hand for one tiny second because honestly, that small touch felt ridiculous, soft, warm, perfect, like Taeyong's hand had been made to fit in his. Jungkook quickly shook his thoughts away before he completely lost his sanity. Then finally, the small genuine smile appeared on his face while looking at the saved number. "Thank you," he said softly, and Taeyong's heart melted a little, hearing how sincere he sounded. The car finally slowed down in front of Taeyong's house. Neither of them moved immediately. The ride had passed too quickly somehow. Taeyong slowly looked outside the window before turning back to Jungkook. "We are here." Jungkook noticed softly, though the small part of him strangely didn't want the night to end it. The driver stopped out first to open the door for Taeyong, then carefully held Jungkook's jacket against himself before stepping out into the cool night air. Jungkook followed after him almost immediately. Taeyong turned toward him shyly under the dim streetlight and bowed politely. "Thank you so much for today. Really." His voice was soft silence. Jungkook smiled faintly while looking at him. "You thanked me so many times already." Taeyong laughed quietly at that. "Cute again." Then Jungkook softly said, "Good night, Rose." The nickname instantly made Taeyong lower his gaze shyly again. His fingers tightened around the jacket sleeves while tips of his ear turned pink. Jungkook genuinely thought that might become his favorite reaction ever. Without thinking much, he slowly stepped closer toward Taeyong, close enough now that Taeyong could smell the faint perfume still lingering in him after the concert. Then, gently, very gently, Jungkook tilted his head and softly held Taeyong's chin between his fingers. Taeyong breathed visibly hushed. Slowly, Jungkook tilted his face upward until their eyes met again, properly. The words suddenly felt strangely quiet around them. Jungkook's voice softened. "I will text you after reaching home," he said quietly. "Will that be okay?" Taeyong's heart melted, dangerously close to exploding. Still, he nodded shyly. "Yeah, it's fine." Jungkook stared at him for another second, then before he could overthink himself out of it, he leaned forward slightly and placed a soft kiss against Taeyong's chest. Gentle, warm, enough to completely restore Taeyong's remaining ability to function. "Hope to see you again," Jungkook whispered softly. Taeyong froze, absolutely froze. His entire face turned bright red while his eyes widened in complete shock. Words completely abandoned him. So instead of answering, he panicked. "Good night." Then immediately rushed inside his house, almost tripping over himself in the process. Jungkook stood there watching him disappear behind the front door before laughing quietly to himself. Cute. So unbelievably cute. Taeyong rushed straight into the room. The second he entered the house, he immediately collapsed face first onto the bed, while clutching Jungkook's jacket against himself. His heart still refused to calm down. The shake kiss, the nickname, the way Jungkook looked at him before leaving. Taeyong groaned softly into the pillow. "This can't be real." Meanwhile, across the city, Jungkook had his own problem. He couldn't stop himself. He remembers noticing immediately the moment he entered the apartment. Jimin narrowed his eyes suspiciously. Why do you look like you got proposed today? Jungkook ignored him while taking his shoe off. Then his phone lit up. The contact name Rose. Jungkook stares at it for a whole second before smiling consciously again. Namjoon looked horrified. Oh, he saved emoji too. Leave me alone, Jungkook muttered while walking toward his room. The second his bedroom door closed, he immediately grabbed his phone, then buzzed. What was he even supposed to say? He typed something, deleted it, typed it, deleted it. Meanwhile, Dong was typing on his phone, kicking his feet slightly while staring at the ceiling. Then suddenly his phone buzzed. Dong immediately stayed up too fast, almost falling off the bed. His hand trembled while grabbing the phone, and the second he saw the name, Jeon Jungkook, Dong's soul nearly escalated. He opened the message immediately. Jungkook, did Rose reach home safely? Dong stares at the message with wide eyes. Rose again. His cheeks instantly turned pink. He smiled helplessly before typing carefully, deleted it, typed again, before 2 whole minutes. He finally said, Dong, yes, I reached safely. Thank you again for dropping me home. Jungkook, you thanked me 17th time today. Dong gasped softly. Was he counting? Before he could answer, another message came. Jungkook, did you eat? Dong blinked. The question face strangely warm. Dong, not yet. Mom isn't home. Ate. So I was waiting. Jungkook frowned, typing that. Then immediately typed back. Jungkook, it's late. You should eat first. Dong smiled softly at the concern. Dong, okay, did you eat? Jungkook stared at the message longer than necessary. Nobody usually asked him that first. A small smile appeared on his face. Jungkook, not eat. The members are fighting over chicken right now. Dong accidentally laughed quietly, imagining it. Then another message arrived. Jungkook, why were you so quiet at the concert? Dong rose slightly, then looked down shyly at the screen before replying honestly. Dong, because I was nervous. Jungkook, why? Dong beat his lips softly. Dong, because you were there. Silent, complete silence. Dong immediately panicked after sending it. Oh no. He quickly tried typing another message, but before he could did, 3 dots appeared instantly, appeared again. Meanwhile, in his room, Jungkook was staring at the screen like his heart had genuinely stopped for a second. Because you were there. That one sentence alone made him smile so softly it almost hurt. Then finally he typed back, Jungkook, good. Dong blinked at the reply. Dong, good. Jungkook, I was nervous too. Dong heart completely melted. Dong stares at the last message for a long then the phone screen dimmed. Jungkook, I was nervous too. His heart kept beating faster. The more he read it, Jeon Jungkook, nervous because of him. Dong buried his face into the pillow while smiling helplessly. Then his phone buzzed again. Dong, why were you nervous? Jungkook immediately looked at the message and laughed softly under his breath. Because honestly, how was he supposed to answer that normally? Because you are pretty? Because your voice ran it insanity? Because I keep searching for you in the crowd of thousands? Instead, he typed it carefully. Jungkook, you keep looking at me. Dong eyes widened it instantly. Dong, I am your fan. Jungkook burst out laughing in the room. At the exact time, Jimin opened the bedroom door without knocking and froze because Jungkook was smiling at the phone like someone in romantic movie. Jimin slowly backed away. Oh, it's serious. Serious? Get out. I am telling the members you giggled. I didn't giggle. Jimin shut the door dramatically while laughing. Meanwhile, Jungkook typed again. Jungkook, you didn't look at the others much. Dong became shy immediately. Because that was true, he only looked at Jungkook the whole concert. Dong, I came for you mostly. This time, Jungkook genuinely stopped breathing for a second. Then, he sat down on the edge of the bed again. His ears turned red instantly. He typed deleted, typed again. Finally, Jungkook, that's dangerous information to give me, Dong. Blinked at the message. Dong, why? Jungkook, because now my ego is happy. Tong laughed quietly again, and Jungkook immediately smiled, hearing that tiny voice message notification pop up suddenly. Tong had accidentally sent a voice clip, both of them froze. Tong panicked instantly. Tong, wait, don't play it. Too late, Jungkook already pressed it, and suddenly Tong's soft laugh filled the room. Just 2 seconds. But Jungkook's expression softened it immediately, hearing it properly again. Cute. He replayed it once, then again, then immediately got another message. Tong, why aren't you answering? Jungkook, your laugh is nice. Tong fell backward onto the bed dramatically. No. His face turned so badly, he genuinely kicked his blanket away in embarrassment. Meanwhile, Jungkook leaned against the headboard while staring at the chat with the softest smile imaginable. Then another message came from Tong. Tong, can I ask something? Jungkook, anything? Tong hesitated for a whole minute before finally sending it. Tong, why did you keep looking at me today? Jungkook remained silent because honestly, how could he explain something he barely understood himself? Jungkook stared at the question for a long time. Tong, why did you keep looking at me today? His thumb hovered over the keyboard because you were beautiful, because you looked different from everyone else, because every time I found you in the crowd, I forgot where I was. Too much, way too much for the first night. Meanwhile, Tong waited nervously on his bed while hugging the pillow against his chest. The longer Jungkook stayed silent, the more embarrassed I became. Oh God, maybe I should have asked it. Then finally, a new message appeared. Jungkook, can I answer honestly? Tong's heartbeat instantly sped up. Tong, yeah. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then, Jungkook, because you look at me differently. Tong blinked softly at the screen. Tong, different? How? This time, Jungkook answered it faster. Jungkook, most people scream when they see me, but you just looked happy to be there. Tong read the message twice. Then another one came. Jungkook, and you look shy every time I notice you looking at me. Tong immediately buried his face onto the pillow again. He remembered every single moment now. The eye contact, the smile, Jungkook catching him, staring. His phone buzzed once more. Jungkook, it was cute. Tong generally stopped functioning. Meanwhile, in his room, Jungkook finally realized what he had said. His eyes widened. Why did I say that out loud? Before he could panic further, a reply came. Tong, you keep calling me cute. Jungkook smiled unconsciously again. Jungkook, because you are. Tong stares at the message in complete disbelief. Nobody was supposed to flirt this naturally, especially not Jeon Jungkook. Meanwhile, outside Jungkook's room, the members were spying shamelessly. Jimin pressed his ear dramatically against the door. He is smiling again. Namjoon sighed tiredly. He is gone. We lost him tonight. Inside the room, Jungkook was still texting, completely unaware. Jungkook, can I ask something too? Tong, okay? Jungkook, why did you keep holding my jacket? Like someone was trying to steal it? Tong looked down instantly at the black jacket still beside him on the bed. His cheeks foamed again. Tong, because it smells like you. Silence, absolute silence. Jungkook nearly dropped his phone directly to his face. Outside the room, the members suddenly leaned loud, crashing sound. Jimin gasped dramatically. He fell in love harder. Jungkook stares at the message like it personally attacked him. Tong, because it smells like you. Then turned. His phone slipped directly from his hand onto the chest. Outside the room, the members immediately reacted. What was that? Did he faint? The bedroom door suddenly flew open and Jimin rushed inside dramatically, only to find Jungkook sitting froze on the bed with red ears and wide eyes. Jimin narrowed his eyes suspiciously. What did he say? Nothing. That reaction was not nothing. Jungkook quickly grabbed his phone protectively. Get out. Jimin gasped. He is hiding messages now. Within seconds, the other members also appeared at the door like noisy detective. Jin pointed accusingly. You smiled at your phone 17 times tonight. 18. Hobi corrected. Namjoon leaned against the doorway calmly. Just confess already. I made him today. Jungkook completed. Exactly, Shungi replied flatly, and you already look emotionally attacked. The members burst out laughing while Jungkook buried his face into the pillow briefly. Meanwhile, Dong waited nervously for a reply. When no message came for almost 2 minutes, he panicked immediately. Dong, sorry, maybe that sounds weird. Jungkook instantly sat up. Jungkook, no. The fast reply startled Dong. Another message came immediately after. Jungkook, I mean, it wasn't fear. Dong, really? Jungkook, yeah, I like hearing that. Dong's heart melted again. Then Jungkook suddenly sent another message. Jungkook, are you wearing it right now? Dong blinked. Slowly, he looked down at the oversized black jacket still wrapped around him while still sitting on the bed, then shyly typed back. Dong, maybe? Jungkook smiled so softly the members immediately became suspicious again. Jimin climbed directly onto the bed beside him. The smile is making me uncomfortable. Move. Tell me what he said first. Jungkook turned his phone away instantly. Jimin gasped loudly. He's protecting the chat. Namjoon said, this is becoming serious. Meanwhile, Dong suddenly received a picture. His eyes widened instantly. It was Jungkook, fresh out of shower, with slightly messy damn hair, while sitting against the bed headboard, wearing a loose black shirt. No makeup, no stage light, just Jungkook smiling softly at the camera. Dong nearly stopped breathing. Then another message appeared. Jungkook, now we are both wearing my clothes. Dong physically fell backward onto the bed again. Oh my god.